Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome back to another episode of the Second Korean War with Ash and Shadows. In case you're not familiar with the mod, a link down below in the description. Also a link to the Discord in case you want to play with actual people playing this mod instead of having to do the Second Korean War or doing skirmish. What Ash and Shadows is, I'm not going to go into. You can find that out in different videos. We're just going to kick off with the rest of the campaign. Previous episode, I captured Sonchon. I think in episode 10 I captured Ongjin and Kaesong and Wonsan. I think episode 11 was Wonsan and Sonchon actually, and Tanchon was episode 10 as well. At this point I used almost all of my forces. Some of them still have some initiative left, but most really don't. There is one anti-ship squadron that want to chase out of the sector. There you go. I did put my paratroopers back in their aircraft, but I only did that just now. So they'll not be able to actually move out into Pyongyang just yet. So the simultaneous invasion of all 6 sectors is postponed. I can't do it, unfortunately. What I can do is end the turn. So let's do that. Yeah, they're coming this way. Oh, they have a lot of stuff, though. Damn. 96 tanks. Oh no, the laser dazzler. Those things will screw up enemy helicopters. So those would be my helicopters. So there's 170 Chinese tanks waiting here. Make that 270 Chinese tanks. Well, that's a lovely thing to look forward to. Roger that. Zanshi and Tank Shishu on the north as well. More Zanshi, FN6. Dangerous infrareds. Speaking of dangerous infrareds and anti-air missiles. An anti-air defense company. A couple of Legion Heavy. If these guys are going to come in somewhere, it's going to be in Sonchon. So making sure that I hold on to this is going to be paramount. So whatever I have here has definitely taken a beating and is definitely going to get refit. The units that are, or that have enough initiative can also go on R&R, but that's not a lot of them. Can I call in some more? No. If they do rush in here, they're going to start here. So I'm going to have to be able to defend Delta and Charlie. If I bring in the French, that's all those Brennis tanks. Countering tanks with tanks is never a good idea. But I might be able to use those. The French anti-air company. And the artillery company. I don't really need those here. Okay. Actually, I can bring them in, if only for their cohesion. Just the amount of starting points that they generate. These guys don't have any cohesion, so they don't generate anything. Right. I still need to capture Ongjin. They have a lot of dangerous tanks in here, including T-14 Armatas. 24 frontal armor, 25 AP, 70% accurate, 11 rounds a minute rate of fire. At the moment, with the exception of the Igla N, they have no AA. And sure, these things will screw up helicopters. Because I was hoping I could just jump into Chongjin, but I don't think it's happening. Alright, let's encircle the capital. And then charge in with the units that are currently in Ongjin. Yes, you can protest all you like. And we're going to drop the paratroopers on top of them, just for good measure. It's getting a little crowded in here, I suppose you could say. What aircraft can I send in? Slime Eagles, no joy. No joy. I can send in the peace bridges. The F-35As don't have the range. Peace Pheasants don't have the range. So none of that's going to work. Let's get these guys moving north. Especially that tank group can really use some assistance. Let's put this battle group on R&R. Send the Enterprise north, get these refit. The Enterprise doesn't have enough initiative to get refit yet. I'm going to refit the Americans. And have those get ready for a fight. I think that's all of them. Yep. Okay. So now the capital, Pyongyang. I start out in X-ray because I dropped my paratroopers. And if you look at it like this, it doesn't look good, but fortunately I also have Ongjin. The only thing I do not have is tanks. I believe. No, sorry, I have some tanks, but I wouldn't really classify them as tanks. They're more cavalry support units. So the main fight is going to have to come from the infantry in X-ray. As you can see, they have quite a few air units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different air wings. The actual ground threat is consisting of 64 units of infantry, 20 units of support, 56 tanks, and some reconnaissance. But most air power, well, I don't really want to be facing it, but I'm not terribly afraid of it. Especially if I deploy my infantry, which I have a heck of a lot of, and make sure that they shoot down as many jets as fly over them. Now their infantry, if I go toe-to-toe with them, I'm going to be looking at Bo Chung-Su, transported with a machine gun wearing BTR-60. So the Kutai shouldn't have any challenge with these. They'll just chew through them. The tanks, 8 frontal armor and 12. I do a heck of a lot of damage. So they'll go down quickly. Let's go. Don't try too hard to hold on to X-ray. If you're still encouraging me not to hold on to X-ray, then you haven't seen me play yet. Because I generally always hold on to that sector. They will overrun. Yeah, they will. But I have a lot of really, really good infantry. And I also have ATACMS, which I can use to provide fire support. I also have some air power, but it's not going to be that useful. Okay. Actually, I need to be scrolling through my infantry deck, because I have so many of them. Kyoroku could be effective against infantry as well. But the problem is that the tanks will one-shot them. So I can only send these in if the tanks are mostly dead. Let's get some Chumats on the slightly longer range positions. These do 26 AP with a rate of fire of 5 seconds per reload. Bakeho, 6 second reload. Oh, sorry, this is Bakeho heavy. These are AA operators. Kutai, 10 rounds a minute rate of fire, so your reload is 6 seconds. That means that the Legionnaires have slightly better range. Or sorry, slightly better rate of fire. Now they're going to come in from Sonchon, Whiskey to some extent. Although not that drastic. Let's get the ATACMS ready. 3 ATACMS should cover it. Now I also want a bit of AA over here because I am expecting airstrikes. So we're going to spread them around. I want to be moving out to here, for which I'm going to need Milans and Legionnaires. Let's make that a triple stack. So with those I can secure positions over here and counter anything that gets too close. Now time to field some more Kutai. Because these are going to be my anti-infantry warriors. Not that the legionnaires aren't good at that. But these are just slightly better. Can I afford to bring in a command vehicle? Because that is a +4 sector. Now, with this many units, I have a +20. I don't really need it. I think I can go without it. All the vehicles. Let's get you over here and unload. ATACMS. 1, 2, 3. I'm not exactly sure where they are. Everything that has wheels that's not already on the way out. Start now. I'm running a little short on buildings. Come again? Oh shit, they're here. Oh, this is the wrong exfil area, gentlemen. Those tanks are not really supposed to be there. Firing one ATACMS here. Hoping to kill as many of those things as possible. ATACMS missile out. Minimal range. Whoa! Hooray for the ATACMS. Hooray for the ATACMS. That was good. I knew those things were going to come in handy. Legionnaire. We have some targets up here. Let's get to work. That's at least one aircraft. What the? How confident are you on a scale of 1 to ATACMS that your tanks are going to survive? Because I, for one, wouldn't be. This is just... Hold on, this calls for this one. So much death and destruction. So many tanks.
This is too easy.
Yeah. How are your tanks doing now, huh? Oh, glorious. What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's going on YouTube. That is going on YouTube. Oh, this was glorious. They killed my spawn. I actually lost more than I killed. I totally deserved that. Didn't defend my spawn. This is what you get. Boom. Killed. Bye. Killed 28 tanks. 2 AA. Infantry. See, my losses were pretty low. Some of these battle groups weren't at full strength. What you see here is transports. Transports, 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 2 ATACMS and a FOB. So my actual losses were not 1800. Oh, I deserved that. Look at them scramble! Oh, if they come in for me now, it's GG, because all the battle groups are going to be dead. Fortunately, they just generally don't actually attack. Yeah. I don't need to cap X-ray. No. No, I just came back from that right quick. How badly do I want to try this again? With a group of tanks? Not really. End the turn. Oh, that was fantastic. Well played to the AI. What a complete clusterfuck. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. CV wasn't hidden. Well, no, not really. Okay, time to focus on this one. We have 84 units of infantry coming in, 100 tanks. This is going to be interesting. Especially since my ships insofar as I still have them. Well, actually, I do have them because all the battle groups here got refit. They are not really going to be able to help. Well, maybe from over here, but they need to get there first. Those tanks. And the Legion. Fortunately, these things are airborne, so I can kill most of them while they're in the skies. The Zanshi are a different issue. They will not go down that easily. I don't have any of my aircraft. Okay. What I do have is 134 units of infantry. Rima are going to take the town and wipe out any infantry, or sorry, any tank that comes too close. And the Grenadier Guards are going to help them with the infantry. That's the plan. Okay. Let's capture some sectors first. Making sure I have the income I need. This time, I think it might be a good idea to defend my CV here. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they get killed off. No stealth. You cannot spawn a naval unit on side the shore. That doesn't work. Fob over here. They can have delta as far as I'm concerned. I don't need that. Let's get a recce unit out here. Just to keep an eye on things. I'm going to park that one over there. I also want an AA unit over here. What has better range? I'll just park a Leclerc anti-aérien. Anti-air Leclerc, basically. And the rest we are going to pour into infantry. Because we're going to need quite a lot of it. Let's make them double stacks. It's going to be a lot of swapping out infantry here through this town. From over here, I would love to kill tanks as fast and as far as I can. It's going to park a quad stack of anti-tank warfare in there. I also want both the Crotal, because I am expecting quite a few aerial threats. I'll pack a Leclerc anti-air over here. 2 Rima to hold down the fort on this side. Paratroop Sky Guards to hold this place. Again, to deal with enemy air threats. Can we send in a recce unit? Yes, but where? Maybe here? Or here? Or there? Yeah, this is going to be the reconnaissance, and this is going to be the infantry. The rest of the infantry just needs to charge across to that town as quickly as possible. Now the Grenadier Guards are going to have to make their way on foot again. And the rest is going to be comprised of Royal Marines. Which is not a whole lot. I'm just going to have to get in there quick. What the shit? Holy! You guys don't sit around waiting for units to come in. I'm sorry, but that was a bit more than they were, I think, allowed to spawn in. Sweet Jesus. I may have a tank threat coming my way. Drop off and wheel out of here. Double time. Because we got a couple of transports heading our way. More like the whole Chinese army. I don't think I'm going to need these things particularly much today. Oh, I will need the Type 31s fast. Come on. All those missiles. Now is a good time to use them. So far, the ATACMS are actually surviving, but that's, I think, about to change. Because I just simply cannot survive this onslaught. Anything you can do about that TY-90? Maybe? Not sure if I killed that. What the hell's going on? The game crashed. I think there might have been a few too many units operating on the field together. Let's try that again. I wonder where it saved it. 10:31. That's the start of the battle. Alright. So we're going to try this again. This time around, I know that they're spawning in all those tanks. I don't have a cluster weapon. I have a Hades, which does 19 HE. But those F-35s would just wipe out everything. I do know to buy all my 5 Type 31s immediately. So that's something that really has to go quick. Those Type 31s are going to be the first buys. After the main CV ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 elites. They're going to have to get in here in this little gap and shoot ATGMs at everything. Between the 5 of them, they pack 200. Which you'd think is enough to hold them at bay for at least a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. Stranger things have happened. Now, I think the tactic of holding here is just pretty untenable. There is so much stuff coming at me that the only way to do it is to use the buildings over here and not the buildings over here. Although those HEGM units in here actually did quite a bit of damage. Actually a bit more than I was expecting. But then again, they are firing with, what is that? 26 AP missiles at 2900 range. I also have the Auxiliary Yeoman, or the Yeoman Auxiliary, which are good units, but their ATGM range is lacking at 2450. Their AP is pretty good though. Alright, so if I'm going to go up very close against enemy armor, I'm going to go with the commando, or yeah, the Royal Marines. Quad stacks, believe it or not. I just need that many AT weapons. I'll take the veterans. Over here, I'm going to need some infantry. AA infantry. I go with the infantry recon over there. Two LCUs over here. Martlet. I don't know what else to call in. These things have a good rate of fire, but their damage is 12 AP per shot. Normally ships only fire HE, but these things fire heat rounds, which do 12 rounds, which would do 12 AP per shot with a rate of fire 56 rounds a minute. You're going in as well. That means that this town is going to be in trouble. And I think that there, at the moment, is just not a whole lot that I can do about that. Yeah, my income was enough, so I don't really need to buy a CV for that group. Here we go. Get in there. That was the end of the reconnaissance unit. Now my ATGMs are all under fire. Can fire back at them. They have an APS. You and you. You're gonna hold off. You're gonna hold off. You're gonna charge right in. You're gonna get into position, but not charge in just yet. Let's get to partying. Let the ATACMS flow through you. Kinda. Boys, if you want to fire, you're more than welcome to join. Time to set up a secondary line here. And the fastest guys that can get there are the Rima and the Matadors. I think that most of these missiles are just striking the same ship. Get out. He's already eating from the LCU. And even now he's struggling. Get over here. You're up. Come on. I'm gonna stagger these missiles a bit. Because they keep just firing 3 or 4 missiles at a target before we even know if it's killed or not. Most don't need that many. So this should make my ammo supplies last a little longer. We're starting to lose tanks here. Like, lose line of sight on the tanks. Close. I've got another one. Oh, of all the things, they start to murder the fob. Because that's something that they can actually find. Yeah, that makes sense. Drop off. Time to establish a secondary position here. With more Marines. And also the Yeoman Auxiliary. Because if they're coming down this road, the Yeoman might get a couple of shots off. I will need reconnaissance for that though. There's vehicles, or is that something else? Yeah, those are definitely vehicles. Give me a Type 31 in port. Tank Shishu. So far the Royal Marines have taken some losses, but all squads are still intact. It's just the Milan F3s which have taken quite a beating. Can we not hit those ships? Or those tanks here? Ooh. Now they're actually taking a lot of damage. Switch buildings. Any chance of a second LCU? No. Not really. Come on. Just spamming us. They're actually providing us with a service of smokescreen cover as well. That's not my smoke. Type 31 doing work. Oh shit. That's Lead Gen heavy. Those are very, very dangerous against my infantry. Something like Arty, only worse. Okay. Could we mount a naval offensive if I call in all my infantry from Navy? That might work. I'm also thinking of dropping SCS here and trying to walk back into Pyongyang. The Legion are just chewing up the Marines. Can I get another Type 31 in here? This close in port? Maybe get a little bit line of sight on the infantry. Pull some arty support. Yeah, but I don't have a FOB here. I don't even have a CV here. So it's going to take them quite a while. Since my infantry is coming in from the wrong end, I'm just going to have to flank around the other side. Oh, the other Marines got completely wiped out. Unfortunate. Let's get these guys over here. Yep, this is what I want. Whoa. LCUs blow up nicely. But that's a bit unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to keep that LCU close to shore and make sure that they kept resupplying my ships. Good kill. Wildcat, get a little closer. We don't actually have any ship-based AA. Crotals can't swim. These sure as hell can't swim. We can land some of our SCS just here. Shoot down that bird. Hold on, my Type 31s are taking a beating. Whoa!
Frequency's open.
He still has a couple of missiles left. Kill. That's my naval force. I kind of need that. Oh, shite. It's a second wave of tanks. What other helos do I have? Nothing really useful. The MLR does come with heat rocket pods. No, charging in here is just too damn dangerous. The chances of me getting away with that are little over 0, I think. Hold on. Contact spotted. They destroyed a Durg. These tanks don't mess around. They actually kill shit that's shooting at them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here come all the helos. And not just helos, I'm afraid. It's a good enough area. Shoot down the helos. Good hits, but no kills yet. Uh-oh. Oh, you still have brimstones left. Let's use them. Here comes the Lance missile. Not a hit. But I'm fairly certain that that guy is still out there. That's CV. That's not really going to go down too well. Here come the fighters. Or what is that? No, that's a bomber. Chinese bomber. try an incursion here. It might work. The Yeoman Auxiliary are definitely not going to survive. But they're not going to go down without a fight. Oh, crap. That's armor. I want you guys to drop off here. And I want the French to come in. These could be handy. These could be very handy. And these could be useful. Just gonna drop everything off here, which should allow me to then use those LCMs and transport everything that's over there instead of having to go through that town. That's the plan. Alright, boys. Back here. Hades is out of missiles. Get out of here, SAS. You're taking fire. Here come the, what was it? The ERCs, I think? Nope, he's gonna take fire. Yeah, the ERC-90s are here. Let's get those guys deployed. Rush into a position where you're useful. You guys take the buildings. We're gonna take over this harbor. Good work, SES. Just shot down a jet. I'm hoping that the other SCS over here can deal with enemy helicopters as they're getting too close to the forces close to this harbor. I think we are mostly dealing with transports here, but they're just slightly too far away. Oh, there's still infantry in here. Alright. Oh, Z96, I cannot... Or ZTZ96, I cannot deal with those. Not with the Sagai. I'm gonna need some actual anti-tank missiles to deal with that. Far more powerful stuff. Or I need them to close in. Speaking of closing in, the Chinese are here. With friends. Park this somewhere in the back, would you? Those helos are getting a little bit too numerous as far as I'm concerned. We need to try and cut those a bit. Those CTZs are getting quite confident. How confident are you really? Because now I can get the jump on you. If I get the jump on you, I will kill you. There you go. Switching out the building, just got a little closer. Range on these is not the best. Whoa. Hefty response, not a kill, but close. The SAS are working over another aircraft and they just killed one. But at the cost to the SAS. More Legion. This is a heck of a fight with the Chinese. And it's not looking like it's about to end anytime soon. Whoa! That could end this group right quick. Get out. Being rained upon. Oh, and that's a tank. Just damage what you can over here. We're getting overwhelmed. We'll have to pull back. But there's not a whole lot of terrain to pull back to, so I'm very much at risk of being pushed back into the water. Look at that! Look, there's no end to those tanks that they can call in. Caesars are in position. I'm hoping these SCS can find the command unit. But if they don't rush from building to building, there's not going to be any SCS soon. Oh. Okay. So that's not going to be the only CV that they have, and they're rushing with the other one. Look at that, it's one big red wave. Mephistos, I really need you to get some damage in. Especially those ZTZ 96s. Just killing low value stuff here. Is that what I'm looking for? It's not what I'm looking for. It's probably a mortar. Or was in the previous life. Looks like I'm sitting on top of a couple of Zills again. Yeah. Or similar. Come on. The whole group got wiped out. In the meanwhile, though, I killed 7,000 points. Or near enough. 7k. And I know I have 14,000 points in reserve. But I'm most of the time quite occupied at keeping my shit alive as is. Good kill. We're starting to run a little low on anti-tank weaponry. And anti-air. Come on. Ooh. Building to building. I need supplies. But with this many vehicles around, I cannot get the supplies. And somewhere... Actually, no, don't land. Somewhere they still have ACV. It's not here. It might be the one that's rolling around somewhere in Charlie. That's not it. Yeah, the SCS are going down. There's nothing I can do to save them. They're just far too deep behind enemy lines.
Enemy contact. Nothing we can't handle.
Confident as ever. Well, they are in the building. What are you fighting? Because they might be saying it's something or nothing they can't handle, but in the meanwhile, they're getting their asses handed to them. Oh. That ain't good. Maybe this Apache can lend a hand? No, it can't. It only has AA heat rocket pods. You're an anti-tank warrior. Please don't tell me those are tanks. Those are tanks. I was hoping to make a dash for that artillery, but I can't get there. I just have to use my own arty to fire back at them. Yep, they recapped it. Shenyang. Oh, there's going to be another butchery round. For them as much as for me. Or actually for them more than for me. Wow, they won it? And now they're gonna get bombed to oblivion. That's not a good way for them to go. Had I had those cluster bombers, I think... I have an LCU at spawn. Oh, right. Had I had those cluster bombers, I think the battle would have gone quite different. Because I would have gotten a hell of a lot of points early on. Contact. Alright, 13 minutes left. How many Rima do I have? Plenty. Plenty. How did you survive this? That ZBD just drives up to them and goes, you can't fire. And the ATACMS Milans go, yeah, we can. We just can't hit. Because we have a 2% margin for error. How? I don't really care how. There goes one snowy owl. Okay. They're just bullying my Merlins now. Not really doing any serious killing damage. Oh, they finally got the Milans. But overall, it's just an annoyance. Speaking of annoyances, the Legion are here. I'm not sure if they're in the same building, or them being in the same building is a good plan for them, though. I think it's not. I think that's a mistake. Huh? Sometimes the AI just completely surprises you due to the way that they play the game. The next moment they surprise the shit out of you because they fly a command helicopter over your lines. Or at least close enough to your ship. It's the stuff like that that really makes you wonder what the AI is up to. I don't really know what to call in. Those Legions are a problem against infantry, but against vehicles they're not that hard. They just need to get vehicles which can survive for long enough to do damage. There's something in there. See, like this. They're sending another CV out. Oh, hello. Beats me. But their power in the skies is becoming quite the threat. Actually, we're gonna hold here. Let them cross that road there. That gap in the road. Let them do that. No, Marines, I know you're excited to go into battle. And now you're stranded on the wrong side, but I don't want you going there. Here they come. I thought ships couldn't actually intercept anti-tank missiles. It looks like now they can. That's a really, really good change for me. What? I killed a 100 point something? That was most likely a tank. Those recoilless rifles there. They can be such a pain. Here. This is the ideal weapon to use against the Legion. I just don't really know if you want to be parking right next to them. But a 40mm autocannon will chew through them very, very quickly. That's what I was looking for. 80% destruction points. Can I get 1870 points in the next 10 minutes? Might be a stretch. (2,000-meter range? You guys do remember your recoilless rifles, right? You're not a tank. You're not supposed to be fighting at that sort of a range. Guess they got an upgrade. What? Zanshi outrange Rima. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, the Crotal is the one that's shooting down the ATGMs, you're right. They have the def tag. Zanshi are getting butchered as they're out in the open. What? If the AI keeps sacrificing helicopters, especially command helicopters like this, then I wonder how many CVs they have left at the end of the battle. Because at this rate, they've already lost at least 2 and potentially as much as 3 command helicopters. Hit. Don't tell me you're actually trying to land. He's actually trying to land it. He is actually going to do it. He's just going to park in there. That's another aircraft dead. Balls of steel or sheer stupidity, the way that they deploy these CVs. And their numbers. Their numbers too. No! These anti-tank units are far too dangerous for my taste. That's it. Goodbye. 1,400 points in 6 minutes. I don't see it happening, actually. Because we're fighting units which are gaining me 6 points each. See, this would actually make a difference. 64 points. And all these very, very low value units are really not doing it for me. It's an elite 5-man squad. Could that be reconnaissance? Come on, chase them down. Before they make their way into the building. Tank a Shishu. And with that level of veterancy, I'd say they probably got a few kills on them. 20 points each. Do we still have a recon helo anywhere? I do. Another 6 points, 1,300 points out. I'm gonna send my own CV back in here as a precaution. Because I see this battle going on for another episode. Whoa! Good damage. Finish him off. Do it quick. Do it quicker. Damn Repeller's rifles. That's a bunch of Zanshi. That tank is the real threat. Okay, that's another 135 point jet. 90% of points, 948 left, 4 minutes. I might be able to exhaust them. 64. Fresh out of brimstones again. The rest of the Brennises are coming in. 884 points. See, 18 points is not really going to make that much of a difference. 830, 810. Those recoilless rifles are everywhere. Don't do that. See if we can pester them a little. Because why would you not use 8 Caesars if you can? Can we get some more kills, please? I'm not even above beyond blowing up cargo trucks at this point. If it gets me points, it gets me points. But that I don't like. 35. Cheap tank? For 35? Oh, there's a CV in here. I might be able to kill it. So we can find it. And I don't have any anti-tank infantry in here now. Can you guys help out, please? Thank you. Another 20. 719 points. You have to put in the Turkish SOM. Yeah, you're right. Except that this is the far west coast, not the far east. I don't even think that the Enterprise can reach this far. Not with those aircraft. But yeah, 7,000 meter glide bombs. That is definitely a nice unit. Oh. Lethal helo, 40 points. Killed it. We're just gonna barge in here. Pretend like there is not a swarm of Chinese units still out there. I'm actually hoping that we're going to get another... Yes, we are. Another air kill. Or 2. 18 points. This is going to push me over the line. 65. 65. Come on. 65. Time to start killing some artillery here. 320 points left. 50 seconds. Make every shot count. Shoot whatever you find. Oh no, I just lost one. That's a command tank. I got it for 150 points. I need 35 seconds. All arty. General direction. Come on. 130 points. That's 3 mortars. Get over here. Get over here. 10 seconds. They're stuck between the buildings. 2 seconds. 90 points. Ah. So close. Draw. However, the tank regiment, the aviation regiment, and the infantry regiment have all been destroyed. So it might have been a draw, but it was a, I don't know, a Pyrrhic draw, I guess? I mean, the battle groups are gone. They just have an arty company yet. So, kills. 9,909. Losses, 3,175. This was really destructive. 44 infantry units killed. 5 support units. 2 tanks. 4 reconnaissance units. 10 vehicles. 17 naval units, including almost all of my Rima, a couple of my ERC-90s, and a command ship, and a Type 31. Damn. I kicked the Chinese out, kinda, but at a cost. Fortunately, I can resupply them. Fortunately. Okay, we have new helos. Let's see what those are exactly. Tiger had Spike, ER, and the Tiger Hap has not been changed that much. And the RCH, Triga, Celtic, Cassiope. Nothing too interesting, actually. Alright, well, I'm going to stop the episode here. Couple of very, very tough fights in Sonchan. Both the first one and the second one as well. And that clusterfuck in Pyongyang, that was... I think I'm not going to live that one down anytime soon. That was just stupid, the way that I'd approached that, and thought I would get away with it. Didn't work out. Just didn't have any defenses near my main base. Lost my only CV. AI said, get out of Pyongyang. So I did. With my tail tucked between my legs. And my units all desperately low on morale. Still, I'm going to be back in Pyongyang soon. But that's going to happen in the next episode. Thank you for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Long episodes. This one and the previous ones. So, lots of content. Let me know how you like it, these long formats. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for more.